Okay. All right. Welcome to Bluetooth Academy once again. I hope you're doing great. So today we are going to have a very quick review about two things. The first one is essay. As you know that you're going to have an essay in your final exam, which has more marks than, again, your first question. The first question will be bar chart or table or whatever, pie chart, God knows. But, we always think that maybe the chance of getting bar chart is more than others. So that's why I completed bar chart. I explained it before. Even the link is available. The video is available on YouTube. You can watch it later. So today, I'm going to cover two things. If I get enough time, if we get enough time, I will cover both of them. Otherwise, I will work on one thing, which is essay, and then your quiz. By the way, can I know when exactly your quiz will be, Shabab? When is your quiz? Would you tell me, would you write it down in the box? Let me let you talk because, the number is not high. So I think you guys can talk as well. Okay, now you can share you can talk, you can on your mic. So when is your quiz? Any idea? I want to know. Yeah. I think week 15, week 14. So which week you are right now? Any idea? There is no specific day. Okay, because I don't want to make a very long session. Next week. Next week. Okay. So do you want me to teach quiz today or no? Just essay you want? Or you want both of them? Because essay will be shوية long, I think that you might be tired if I teach you both of them. What do you think? Quiz. Okay. What about others? So quiz. Quiz. So let's start with quiz. خلاص. Done. If we get time, I will explain a little bit about the essay. So first, quiz, because you have it. You're going to have it very early. So okay, let's focus on quiz now, guys. For the quiz, all right. As you know that you need to know certain vocabularies. Let me show you. As you know that there are different parts in your quiz. Let me show you the sample that I received from one of your classmates, from my best student, Ms. Malak. So this is the sample that you will get. Then, شوف. The first part, you will get questions like this. All right, that I'm going to, I'm going to work with you on this. Okay. You see that? It's all about grammar and vocabulary. This is mostly about vocabulary. Then, see, and the second is about grammar. The first one is about vocabulary, and then section 2 is about grammar. Okay, the grammar part that I'm going to explain, and then you have vocab. All right. Let's do it one by one, all right? So now let me start. I'm not going to cover the vocabulary. Just hold on. Okay. Okay, I found the file because, all right, guys. So the first part that I'm going to, discuss is relative clauses and relative pronouns, okay? So this is one of the parts that you will have it in your quiz. I try to cover the most important points, Shabab. I'm not going to cover each parts. So I'm going to cover the most important parts. Then, so let's get started. So what do we mean by relative pronouns? Relative pronouns means, these kind of like who, whose, whom, which, and that. We also call them subordinating clause. For example, my father, who owns a big supermarket, is a rich man. Of course, the first thing that you need to understand is about who, which is a very common word that you always see it. Maybe you will you are confused. Oh my God, should I use who? Should I use whose? What should I do for such kind of things? So I'll give you one tip, and maybe that will make it شوية easy for you. Shabab, after who, if you have verb فعل, okay, you just keep it in your mind. You should write who if you have verb after that. Who plays? I know a man who plays football. I know a person who works. شوف the جملة, it's a verb. It's not noun or adjective. So we will be sure that we need to put who for that, because after that, after who, you should get verb. Then this is one nukta. So now we'll go a little bit more specific. As you can see, after who we get subject relative pronoun, whom object, and who you talk mostly about subject, and whom also about object. Okay, let's forget about these things. Let's forget about these things. We try to learn it in a different way. See, I want you to read this part. I have an uncle. See, I have a teacher. I have a teacher who works who works at UTAS-Tassheel. I know an Iranian teacher who works. Sure, works is فعل. Then, so of course we write who works. Now, the second part, this one. There is someone after who, شوف, is again where. This is where. We don't have anything else. See, there is someone who is waiting for you. Okay, Tom. This is another part of that, another way. The third part, you basically do not get it. Mostly these two parts, Shabab. Okay, that after who you will usually get you should get a verb. I wrote it here, always followed by a verb. So remember that who always followed by a فعل, verb. That's it, easy breezy. Now this one. See, after whom there is a person or pronoun that gives the action. See, in this case, the subject does not make the action, but the receives from someone else. See, someone else is doing. For example, Gandhi is someone whom most people admire. Admire, yani they say good things about. Yani they always say good things about. Admire. They say they give compliments. See, do we have verb here? No verb, صح? So whom most people admire. See, again here, she. When you get she, he, again, remember that, you should put whom. We don't have verb, sure. That is the guy whom she married. See, that is the guy. But for example, if I say that is the guy who, on what is it? A blank space, works in this company. Of course, it will be who. But now, see, after home, we don't have verb. So we should write home. So when you see she, I, or, something like this, mostly I, she, or he, you just keep it in your mind that we need to write home. I'm trying to make it easy, Shabab. So these are some kind of tricks that you need to know where to use who and where to use home. Later on, we will again practice. So remember that after home, we usually get she, I, or he, like this. Or we get the subject, that here also we wrote it, who most people admire. We don't have a verb. All right. So this is about, because we usually get who and whom a lot, that's why I wrote it. I explained this too first. Now let's go to relative clauses. Okay. All right. This is Alia. She bought my car. Again here, Alia is the person who bought my car. Bought is again verb. Bought is again verb. Then this one again, one example about who. All right. Now, let me teach you about something about which. Okay, where we have to use which. As you know that, Shabab, mostly we use which when we talking about, a shay, something which is not related to, humans, okay? So, for example, we say that uh, this is a car which I was talking about. This is a car which I was talking about. Then, so car is not a human. So it is absolutely obvious that we talk about, something which is a material, which is not a human. Okay? Now, see, we use which for things and animals. For things and animal, who for people, but subject and object. That we use for people. About that, maybe you have problems. This is confusing, actually for students, because we can use it either for people and things. So that's why I'm not trying to make you confused right now by teaching them. So I want you to focus on these three things: who, whom, and which. Okay? These three things are the most important part. Words that you may get it. All right. For example, let me just show you one more example here. Look. Again, we have also a clause which we call it where. We describe places. See, when we want to describe a place, we use the word where. For example, what? Ibri is a place. So when we're talking about a place, makan, see, Ibri is a place where you can find different camels. Since we're talking about a place, we don't write Ibri is a place, who or whom. Of course, this is about a place. So first of all, it is who and whom we cannot write. So here we should be careful that when we're talking about a place, we should write, if we're talking related to place, we write where. Ibri is a place where you can find different camels. Or Ibri is a place where you can find many foreigners. Then this is about number one. Number two, this one. this house, this is a house where my son was born. Again, house is a makan, is a place. So again, we use where. Okay, this is a house because it's a makan. This is a house where my son was born. Now, again, we have another clause, which we say it when. Okay, this will describe the time. When describes the time. What do we mean by that? See, the day. شوف, this is related مرتبط to time. The day when that party starts is Sunday. شوف, the day. It's not a place. It is about time. شوف, day is related to time. So that's why we write when. The day when the party starts is Sunday. Understood? So if the jumla, the sentence is related to, if it's related to time, we use when. The day when. For example, I say that I remember the day when Mr. Ahmad gave me a prize. I can remember the day when Mr. Ahmad gave me a prize. Again, another clause, why. Number 3, why. Okay, when we want to give reasons, we use why. See, this is one of the major reasons why many students do not like English. This is one of the raisi, major means raisi. Reasons why many students do not like English language. I hope my voice is not mute. Oh, okay, thank God. If something happened, please, Malak, let me know by giving me a call. Okay, so we use why when we want to give reasons. This is the reasons why I cannot talk English. This is the reason why students, for example, do not have car. Okay, so you need to understand the meaning of sentence. Then it will be, Shabab, easy to differentiate where to use where, when, and why. Okay, so be careful about that. See, I want to adopt a dog. So I told you which also we can use it for animals also, not khali for shay. For animals also, we can use which. See, I want to adopt. Adopt, Shabab, means to accept. Yani to take care something. Yani to make it yours. You know, we call it adopt when you want to raise something, a dog or maybe an orphan person. We call it adopt. To accept it, to be with you. So we call it adopt. So I want to adopt a dog, which I will bring with me whenever I go. See, because we're talking about a dog animal, so we use which. Remember that, okay? For animals, we use which. The student. See, the student. So after who is verb. So of course, I told you, if you see verbs, it will be who. The student who lives, the student who speaks, the students who drives is Mr. Ahmed. The students who speaks 2 languages is from Ibri. Sure. Verb. Okay. And for this one, whom. See, I want to talk to the students whom you remember I told you if you get I don't know he or she, then ala tool you should be sure that we need to write whom. Okay, so these 3 things are the most important parts that I wanted to make it clear for you. All right, now present perfect. Okay. So Shabab, this is also one of the questions that you will get about present perfect. Okay, so it is very important to know when and how we make present perfect, which is a very confusing actually thing. All right, so as you can see that in present perfect, the time period has not finished. We talk about present perfect when something is started in the past and it is still, going on, and we don't know, and it is not still actually finished. Okay. For example, when I say that I have seen 3 movies, okay, when I say I have seen 3 movies, yani 3 movies you have seen, but we don't say that I have seen, we do not mention the date. For example, we don't say I have seen 3 movies yesterday. It will be completely wrong. So first of all, you need to keep it in your mind. In present perfect, we do not have any specific time. We don't write the specific time. Okay, we do not write it. Okay, so see here I wrote it. The present perfect is used when time is not specific. For example, we said I have seen a dog. I have seen a movie. I have written a book. I have written a book. But what is the difference with past, simple past? See, in simple past, time is clear. We write it. We clearly write it when it happened. Here, we don't know when it happened. I have seen a movie. Allah alam, when? We don't know when it happened, when you see that movie. But here, in past simple, we know the action is completed. The action is completed. Here, the action is not completed. It is still going on, maybe. Okay? But here it is absolutely, we know that when it happened. For example, Shuf, I saw that movie on Thursday. I wrote it here on Thursday. Saw, not seen. So Shabab, for present perfect, you need to know 3 parts of the verb. For example, go, you should know the past form of the go, which is went, and you should know the past participle. We call it PP, past participle. You should memorize them, ya shabab. It is important that you should memorize the list of those kalamat. Shuf, I will show it to you here. For example, when I say that regular, and irregular, we call it irregular and irregular verbs. Sure. Here, you need to memorize. You should know the regular and irregular verbs. This one. Sure. Your teacher gave it to you, I'm sure. Sure. See, in regular and irregular, we have present, past, and past participle. Three things. See, for example, close, close, close. Some of them will get ed and it will be same. But some of them, which we call it irregular, the spelling will be changed. The spelling will be changed. For example, what? For example, let's see, break. Where is break? Break. هذا. Break. What is the past? Broke. What is the participle? Past participle? Broken. So, Shabab, you need to know the past participle. If you don't know the past participle of some af'al, then you cannot answer the question in your quiz. So you need to memorize them, okay? The list of regular and irregular verbs. This is important. So here, the past participle is gone. So, remember that in present perfect, the action happened on a specific time, and we do not write exact timing. We do not write. For example, I have, see. Let me give you the formula. This is the formula. Write it down. The formula of present perfect. The formula of present perfect is this one. Shuf. This is the formula. You have and has plus PP. مو يعني, for example, I. Then after that you should write have. Okay. For example, what is the past form past participle of seen? is, what is the past participle of see? We say see, saw, seen. صح? So according to this formula, we need to make our past participle. So we say, I have seen a movie. So this will be the answer. We don't say that I have saw a movie. No, غلط. So this is the formula. But if we're talking about something else, for example, she has, okay, met Ali. Okay, for example, this one. And your verb is meet. Okay. See, have a has, by PP. What is the past participle of meet? What is the past participle of meet? You should know it. For example, meet, met. Again, it will be same. The past participle will be same. Met. So we write, she has met Ali. This will be the answer. Okay. So this is the formula. According to formula, you need to write the what is it? You need to write your answers. All right. So now let's have more practices now for present perfect. See, this one. Ahmed has bought a car. We don't know when, where. We don't know when. So we don't write the specific time. We don't say Ahmed has bought a car last week. No. As I say that, no specific time. You should not write time. So Ahmed has bought mobile. What does it mean, bought? So you should know that in the exam, they will give you, for example, this word. See, they will give you buy. So you should know the past participle of buy. What is the past participle of buy? This shiklet, the third form. We call it the third form. So the madi of buy is bought. But the past participle also is bought again, same. So we say that Ahmed has bought a car. Ahmed has bought a car. And some kalimat, you know, Ahmed has, for example, what is the past participle for kill? What is the past participle of kill? Some kalimat, the past participle, they get only ed. Ahmed has killed. We say kill, killed, killed, kill, killed, killed. Then, so you should remember, you should memorize that list that I showed you. So Ahmed has killed a dog. This is the answer. Then, so now I will not go through the details of present perfect because you don't need that. See, past perfect. So now past perfect. Let me see if you have past perfect in your quiz or not. Let me see. Here for this part, so you usually need it here. Have you ever taught? Modern scientist research has shown. Research has is conducted, for example. Okay, so write written. So you need it in this part. In this section, you need present perfect. Then okay, this is about passive. have been reported during the past few months. Several cases of fever have been reported or are reported. Okay. All right. Now, oh, someone is racing his car. All right. Now let's go to this another part of your quiz, which is past perfect sentence. That is present perfect. This is past perfect. When I woke up this morning, my husband had already eaten. You know, in past perfect, again, one action happened before another action. One action is happened before another action. For example, when I woke up, شوف, when I woke up, this is one action in the past, صح? The second action is this. My husband had already eaten. The second, again, you should make it past participle like that. But you should use had here for past perfect. For past perfect, we use had for the second part. My husband had already eaten breakfast. More example, I had fallen asleep before 8 o'clock. So when we have this word before, you remember that this is about past participle. See, I had fallen asleep. You know, I had fallen asleep before 8 o'clock. Or my neighbor asked me if I had seen her dog. I hope that you don't get past participle because this will be somehow confusing. You know, I'm trying to make to teach you the most important parts that you may get. All right, let's recap again. Okay. Again, I will, try to teach you present perfect in an easy way. See, this is present simple, صح? I go to college every day. This is the عادة, you know, this is بشكل العام. We say, I go to college every day. Now, this is past sentence, ماضي. See, we mention when the action happened. I went, the ماضي of go is went. I went to college yesterday. Is now present continuous, something which is happening now. So we say that I am going to college now, or I am teaching English now. This is present continuous. Okay. Now, present perfect. You remember present perfect? I told you have and has plus PP, right? I have gone to college. We don't know when. You just say بشكل العام that I have gone to college today. Sorry, I have gone to college. I have gone to college. I have met Ali. I have bought an iPhone. I have bought what is it? A new car. See, this is present perfect, and this is past perfect. Past perfect, two actions happen. See, I had gone to college before you called me. Before you called me. I had gone to college. I had gone to college before you called me. Okay, two action. So maybe you will get a present perfect, or maybe you get a past perfect. So you need to be careful about this. Then again, I'll give you a little bit in example about past simple and present perfect. See, for example, I watched a movie yesterday. This is past simple. When did you watch it? I watched it yesterday. ED, past simple, ED. خلاص. But now we want to change it to present perfect. So in present perfect, we do not mention the name. We don't know when something happened. See, I have watched a movie. This is present perfect. This is past simple. This is present perfect. I have watched a movie. Then remember that present perfect is the enemy of exact timing. You can write this. Present perfect is the enemy of exact timing. All right. There are so many things. Okay. This one. Another one. Shuf, have you ever? Write it down, Shabab. Have you ever? This is another, what is it? Phrase that we use it for present perfect, Shabab. When we want to make question in present perfect, we use have you ever? Have you ever? Yani until now, from past until now in your life, have you ever? Have you ever, for example, traveled to Iran? See, when you use have you ever, okay, after that, the fail should be, what is it? Have you ever, past participle, have you ever, spoken to, have you ever met, for example, an American? Have you ever, for example, seen, have you ever seen Iranian movie? So after have you ever, your fail should be PP again, not past participle, simple past. It should be PP. Have you ever seen, for example, sure? Have you ever seen? Have you ever met? Have you ever, what is it, eaten? Sure. Have you ever eaten Irani food? Have you ever seen Iran? Have you ever traveled to Iran? So remember that. Remember that you will get quiz. You will get a question on this as well. Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever traveled to Iran? No. For example, we say, no, I have never traveled to Iran. Or you can say, yes, I have traveled to Iran. Yes, I have traveled to Iran. Or you can say, I traveled, not I have. I traveled to Iran 2 years ago. I have never traveled to Iran. So this is the story of have you ever. Then, have you ever eaten Iranian food? Have you ever, what is it? Have you ever failed any subjects? Have you ever fallen in love? Have you ever killed anybody? Have you ever had an accident? Sure, like this. So you need to know how to make a question with have you ever. This is about past simple. Did you watch? This is about past. For past simple, we use did. But for present participle, we use have you. But for past, we use did. Did you wash the car yesterday? You said, no, I did not. Because I was sick. This is past. See, you need to understand the differences between present perfect and past simple. See, have you washed the car? Have you washed the car? No, I have not washed the car yet. I have not washed the car yet. Have you read this book? No, I have not read the book yet. Yet, mean until now, until this time that I'm talking, yet. I have not washed the car yet, but I will wash it after 1 hour. I will wash it after 1 hour. Now, present passive. This one, Shabab, be careful. This one, see? Present passive. See, the classes, you need to use present here. In the exam, you should use present. See, the classes are, and after that you use PP. See, the classes are canceled. Remember that in your what is it, in your quiz, you will get it. For example, here, Shuf, I think I have seen a sample here. Where is it? See, during the past few months, several cases of gongo fever are reported. Sure. We use the present and then we make the fi'l in the passive. Are reported. The same way here. The classes are cancelled. Okay? Or if it's one, خلي, the class is cancelled. Then, so remember about present passive. We make it majhul like this. We use present, the fail should be present. And after that, you know, then the word that you're using with your fail should be PP, past participle. Okay? For example, the reports, sure. This one. So the reports what? What we have to say? What is the answer for passive present? Of course, this is Jama reports. We say are. What is the past participle? Are right. Written. This is the answer. The reports are written. The reports are written. So keep it in your mind. Don't forget it. Okay. All right. Now, we talk about phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. So, Shabab, another, what is it? In question number 1, you will get phrasal verbs. Yani there are 2 verbs, but the meaning is different. There are 2 verbs, you know, two jumla, 2 kalaman. Okay, they will come together, but the meaning will be different. For example, ask around. Ask around. Yani ask around. Okay. You need to ask several people. Ask around. You need to ask several people. I ask around about, you know, the new project. I ask around my, for example, I ask around, you know, the new, for example, business. Ask somebody. Sure. Ask somebody out. What does it mean? Ask somebody out. Yani invite. What does it mean? It means invite. For example, I asked Ali out for dinner. مو يعني I invited Ali. So remember that phrasal verbs will be 2 words mostly, and you need to know the meanings. Okay? So this is about ask somebody out, yani invite. Okay, what about break up? Break up. So break up means cut a relationship. It means cut a relationship. For example, I broke up with my, for example, my friend. Yani I cut my relationship with him, with my friend. You cut the relationship. You're not talking with your friend. The mazi of break up, broke up. Then this is about this. Number 4, back somebody up. Back up. Yani support. Support. For example, I always back up. Sometimes we use it together like this. I always back up, or I always back up my best friend. Yani I always support, help, yani support, any help, back up. Then this is about back up, yani support. Okay, break out. Mu yani break out. Break out, yani start. Start. Okay? Start. We use it for example, the war broke out. يعني started. The Palestine and Israel war broke out. يعني started. Or we use it for fire. The fire broke out. يعني the fire started. Then, so break out or broke out يعني start. We use it mostly for war and fire. Understood, Shabab? So keep it in your mind. Now, the next one. Bring somebody up. يعني to raise. To raise. To rise, sorry, to rise, what is it? A child. Okay, yani for example, when somebody a baby or some children or a child, you keep it with you at home, and you teach that child how to behave. So you teach everything to that person. So this action is called bring somebody up. For example, my parents brought me. What is the Mazi of bring? Brought me up very well. Yani tarbiya. And they give me nice tarbiya, nice training and all these things, parenting. My parents brought me up very well. Then, yani they took care of me. They raised me. They raised me very well. This man brought up this baby. Yani they raised this baby. Okay, so bring up, yani to raise someone, to take care of someone. Bring up. Bring up, yani to start talking about something. This is difficult شوية. For example, my teacher brought up a new topic. Brought. The Mazi of bring is brought. He brought up a new topic. Yani he started a new topic. He started a new topic. I want to bring a new topic up, or I want to bring up a new topic. Yani start. So bring up, yani start. Okay. So these are some of the here. Call around. Okay. This one. Call up. Call back. You know that when somebody call you and you call back, sah? And you telephone back and you phone him back, call back. But call up, again, to phone someone, call up. I want to call up my friend. Yani I want to call. Then to phone somebody. Call up and to phone somebody. What about check out? This is important, Shabab. Check out. Check out. What does it mean? Yani to leave a hotel. One meaning is leave a hotel, or the second meaning means examine. Examine. So what does it mean? For example, if you are in the hotel, Shabab, when you go, when you go inside the hotel, we say that check in. For example, you check in at 12, okay, 12 o'clock. When you when you finish and you want to leave the hotel, we say check out. I check out at, for example, 3 o'clock. Then, so check in, yani you enter, you go inside, but check out, you leave the hotel. Then this is the meaning of check out. You need to leave. تخرج, you need to go. I want to check out. I want to check out. I want to check out. So we use it for hotel. And another meaning of check out also means examine, to test. I want to check out my car. I want to check out my car. Yani test, examine. Test, examine. Okay? Keep it in mind. Check in means book. I want to check in. Book a hotel. Book a room. Check in يعني to book يعني to reserve. Okay, to reserve. So check in يعني to book, to reserve a book, reserve a car, book an appointment, book a hotel, book a room. Okay, this is, I know these kalamat are somehow difficult, but you need to know it. Drop off, I will not tell you, they are difficult شوية. Drop out يعني stop studying يعني stop studying college. يعني شباب, when you stop studying and leave the college, we say drop out. For example, Ahmed drop out of the college. Drop out of the college يعني خلاص, he stopped studying because maybe he was sick, he did not have money, so he dropped out. Drop out and he stopped studying. Then drop in. Sure, again, drop in يعني to visit. For example, they say that, Ahmed, where are you? I want to drop in. Yani I want to visit you. I want to drop in, or drop by you, or drop over you. Drop in, drop by, drop over. Yani to visit, to see you. Drop in. But sure, drop out, yani to stop studying, to quit studying. Sure, you need to know. Fall apart. My phone fell and fall apart and break into pieces. Different attack. Break into pieces. Fall apart. My phone fell. I dropped my phone and fall apart. I dropped my phone and it fell apart. Fall or fell. Fall down means something like dropping. Drop. I fall down. I was running and I all of a sudden I fell down. The mother of fall is fall down. Wrap up. Okay, Shabab, I want to wrap up my class. Yani I want to finish. I want to finish my class. I want to wrap up the conversation. Yani I want to conclude, finish. Yani to summarize, finish. Okay, wrap up a conversation, wrap up my meeting, wrap up my presentation. Okay, I want to wrap up my presentation. Okay, everybody, I want to wrap up my presentation. This is the meaning of wrap up. Then work out. This one also. I'm just trying to tell you the most important. Work out. I need to exercise. I always work out in the gym. I always work out in the gym. Yani exercise. Shabab. Work out yani exercise. I always work out. Do you work out? Yani do you exercise? Yes, I work out daily wise. Yani every day. I work out daily. So this is about workout. All right. About past continuous, شوية. I will give you some example. Past continuous. See, something which was happened in the past, but another action again happened. The other day, I was waiting for a bus when I saw a policeman. For example, for example, I will ask you, Ahmed, what happened yesterday? Then Ahmed said that, actually, I was driving when my friend called me. See, I was driving. I was watching. I was driving, and I saw an accident. See, this is called past continuous. I was driving. I was waiting when I saw, when I met, when I had an accident. So this is about past continuous. Okay. So last Friday, Sue went swimming. She started to swim at okay. The children were doing their homework when I got home. It was 8 o'clock. I was waiting. I was writing a letter. So these are some of the, example for past continuous. The children were doing their homework when I got home. So these are, you can take a screenshot. It was 8 o'clock. I was writing a letter. My sister cut her finger while she was chopping some onions. See, this is past continuous. Okay, so you can just learn it with one example. See, I was watching television when she rang me, when she called me. I was watching TV when Mohsen called me. Sure, when Mohsen called me. I was watching. I was driving. Sure, this is past continuous. How to use it, okay? So always remember, learn any tenses with the help of examples, okay? With the help of examples. So this is the most important parts that I wanted to cover, and I hope that it was useful. Let me see here. Okay, I practice. About the kalamat above, you need to know the vocabulary of, maybe some university give you some vocabulary already. Did they give you vocabulary, by the way, Shabab? Did your teacher give you a list of vocabulary for the quiz or not? Some colleges give some list of vocabulary for the quiz. Maybe they gave it to you, or maybe not. So it depends. You need to ask your teacher, for the final exam, could you give us the list of the vocabulary? Because there are some list of vocabulary. But sometimes maybe they say that all the vocabulary of, for example, unit 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, they will say. So you need to be ready anyway. Some of the vocabulary, I wrote, what is it? That was the previous one. I will share it in the group. Anyways, see guys, as you can see that, here, another word, check-in. By the way, I forgot to say, one meaning of check-in is check-in. When you go to the airport, Shabab, or flight, when you want to fly, when you go to the airport, you need to go, in an area that you need to, show your passport. You need to show your passport in order to get your, what is it? Boarding pass. Boarding pass. So here we call it again check-in. I am here to check in. You need to give your passport. This action is called check-in. You need to show your passport, and the person who's in charge will check your luggage and how many kgs of your luggage is. So this is called check-in. Check-in, and the first part that you go to the airport and you give your passport. So this is also called check-in. Okay. So here, in this misal, where is it? Okay, here. The travelers should before 2 hours before the flight. So here we use check-in. يعني to show their passport and all. To you know, show your documents. Check-in. Okay. For example, this is one of the, what is that? Here, the heavy flight has, you know, there are so many actually, you know, points. You know, in one session, it cannot be covered because the number of phrasal verbs are a lot. So I try to teach you the most important ones. This is about which, what, and who that I explained. And this is about passive or reported. Okay, and then you have this one. So then read the paragraph below, write the correct forms of the verbs. The bracket, write your answer on the lines. Spelling, it must be correct. Okay. It is possible to always be happy. What does it mean to truly be happy? Can money buy happiness? Have you ever? Shuf, have you ever? So after have you ever, what we have to write? Taught. That you should know the madi, the past participle of think. Shuf, have you ever? The madi, think. What is the madi? Past participle is taught. If you don't know taught, khalas, it will be wrong. And the spelling of think is taught. Or for example, buy. What is the madi? Bought. Have you ever bought? Have you ever bought a new car? Have you ever bought a new car? Have you ever steal? Sarqa. The past part was steal. Have you ever stolen? Have you stolen money from your dad pockets? Have you ever stolen? Steal, stolen. Forget, forgotten. Have you ever forgotten? Forgotten. Have you ever forgotten your wallet? Shuf. Like this. So you need to memorize those kalamat that I show. Show, shown. Modern scientists research has shown. Have you ever taught? Then, so it should be like that. You need to be careful. Okay, and then you have here the vocabulary. For vocabulary, as I said, that you need to ask your teacher. Maybe they give you some certain vocabulary. So this is something that you yourself should know. And then here, again, the same thing. You have vocabulary. Okay, and that's it. This is about the quiz. About the Shabab, about the agree and disagree, it is better to have another session because it will take so much time. As you know that your essay is much more important, Shabab. Your essay is much more important than quizzes and all this thing. Quiz does not have so many marks, but your essay that you will get for final exam is super important, and you should know how to write, for example, agree and disagree essay. So it is better that I have another session and teach you about agree and disagree. Okay, so for tonight, I guess it is enough because I'm sure that you guys also are tired somehow. So we will have another session, inshallah ta'ala. And in that session, I will explain the, I will explain essay, the task 2, argumentative essay, and inshallah, it will be super easy for you. Before that, I will send also some material to the group so that you can read them. If you read the materials, to be honest, it will be so easy for you. Okay, but you need to read them. If you don't read them, it will be difficult then. You need to read them. You need to know kalamat, sentences, phrases. Without phrases, everything will be difficult. So always learn phrases, new sentences. Then that's it. If you have any questions, you can ask me. If not, we can go and enjoy our dinner. And inshallah ta'ala, I hope that the session was useful. Any questions?
Sarah, I just want to ask if present is perfect continuous tense will come in quiz.
I guess, yeah. I'm not sure, but present perfect continuous.
Yes.
To be honest, I'm not sure because here I haven't seen present perfect continuous. But the chance is there, and uh, maybe you will get it. But most
Okay.
probably you will get it. We have been living here for 5 years, for example, here. Yes, you will get it. And I did not. I thought maybe you will not get it. So present perfect continuous also will be there. So I tried to teach a present perfect in a simple way so that at least you guys can be able to answer, some of the questions. Otherwise, you should also practice present perfect continuous. I will send the materials, and in that materials you can learn it again easily with the examples, inshallah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Because present perfect, Shabab, let me tell you, they're lasting. Learning present perfect, okay, which is super important and super difficult, the most important grammar actually. I need maybe 2 sessions to make it clear for you that what present perfect is, because there are so many things. There are so many things about present and past and present continuous tense. So in this 1 hour, I did not. I just taught maybe just 5% about present perfect. But if I want to teach it, there are a lot of things, and it takes so much time. It takes so much time to completely understand present perfect. But today I just gave you a little bit idea about present perfect, not past. Past I gave you, but present perfect, as I told you, we don't mention any specific time. I have seen a movie, I have written my homework. See, بشكل العام, we just write it. We don't write any specific time or date. So there are so many actually things about present perfect, but I I avoided to explain them because I want you not to be confused. If I explain all the rules of the present perfect, then it takes maybe 2 hours. And then, unfortunately, maybe you will be confused. So for the quiz, I try to just teach you the most important things. But inshallah, before the quiz, again, if there is any points, I will add it. I will share it in the channel. And if you have any certain problems, you can ask me and I will explain it to you. Tamam? My point is we should not have very long sessions because long sessions will make you bored. Long session will make you tired. So that's my target. I'm avoiding to have long sessions. So hopefully the session could be was clear enough. Those things that I explained, but this is not enough. That was just maybe 50%. You need to study a lot of things to be ready for the quiz. That was just 50%. Okay, Shabab, yalla, take care of yourself and hope to see you next time. Take care and until next time. Bye-bye. See ya.